Did you ever get to meet Bubbles?
Bubbles. Michael had like a real zoo at his house. With a big zoo with giraffes. And he had a facility, a thing that was so big that giraffes was walking around and like, ugh. Bubbles had gotten too old. Bubbles was in a cage, like tripping, like, and Mike was like, don't go near the cage. And we had dinner, though. They brought the trainer, brought the chimps in, and they were running around while we were eating dinner and running under the table. It was surreal.
Eddie Murphy wasn't the only one who got to know Michael Jackson like that. Chris Tucker did too. And the stories they shared reveal a Michael few people ever got to see.
One time we went to a mall. We was out. Michael wanted to go to the record store or something, and he forgot he was famous. He was like, I gotta go to the mall. Go to the mall. And we finally said, Michael, you can't go in the mall, man. You forgot who you are. He said, well, let's go. And only thing was in the car was a Spider-Man mask. So Michael said, I'll put this on. We'll go in and we get. I said, Michael, you can't do that. Michael, he's like, no, he won't. Chris, it'll work. It'll work. We go in the mall, and he was getting away with it until people figured it out. Because I was with him, and he was like, Chris, is that Michael Jackson? That Spider-Man mask? No, that's Spider-Man. That's Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, the mall went crazy, and they had to scoot us out. You should have seen it.
But going to the mall was nothing compared to what happened at the movies.
You know what? We go to the movies sometime. We go to the movies. Both of us like going to the movies. So we go to the movies, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. So Michael come in there like with a ninja suit on. He's hiding and all black. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there, where's Michael? And then I turn around. He's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? And then all of a sudden, we watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
Yeah, he's watching the movie like, hee hee. I say, Michael, would you shut up before people see you? I'm sorry, it was funny, Chris.
Yeah.
Michael was famously generous with his friends. After giving Chris a television, Chris started thinking bigger.
And Michael was just so nice, man. You'd be around him and you just get happy, man. He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. And I was like, Michael, I didn't want the TV. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you my Rolls.
Eddie had his own surreal encounters with Michael. One happened during a movie night at Sammy Davis Jr.'s house with some very famous company.
Is it true that you watched Cocoon at Sammy Davis Jr.'s house with Sammy Davis?
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. And Sammy would have movie night on Tuesday night, and you would go there, and all the stars, like I saw Steve and Edie Gourmet, wow. Lucille Ball, and Michael would be there.
He watched Cocoon there?
Mm-hmm. He was behind the door at first because there was too many people. There's too many people in the room. He was hiding behind the door. I said, Eddie, come on. And I went behind the door, and then we were standing behind the door, and I was like, what the I said, so many people in there.
You used to make fun of Michael on Saturday Night Live.
Well, if you look at the stuff that I did on Michael, it was never mean-spirited. It was always, funny stuff, because I knew him.
Right.
I never really made fun. I never made fun of him.
But you imitated him.
Yeah, but I wasn't making fun of him. He was Michael, and I was doing funny Michael stuff.
Did he always talk like that in private conversations, that high-pitched Michael voice?
No, his voice wasn't as high like that in person.
And all my fans around the world, ladies and gentlemen, I am greatly humbled by this award.
Michael loved Rush Hour so much, he wanted Chris Tucker to introduce him to Jackie Chan. They never met. But Jackie had a hilarious story about the time Michael called him.
No, Michael wanted to meet Jackie, though. He always said me, I want to meet Jackie.
He did call me. He did call me one time. I was just sleeping. He called my assistant to answer the phone. Can I have a who's speaking? To the Michael. My assistant. Michael what? Michael Jackson. Okay. Sorry. I hang up the phone. Then afternoon I wake up because. Big Brother, they call me Big Brother. You know who? Michael Jackson. I said, no. Yes, Michael Jackson called. I said, why don't you call me? Why don't you call me?
He talked so low, he probably thought somebody was playing on the phone.
Yeah, well, it could have been
Michael.
That could have been the case.
Speak up, Michael Jackson.
You probably remember this moment, one of Michael and Eddie's most memorable encounters, when Michael needed a little help from Eddie at an awards show.
First, I'd like to thank, could you lift that up, please? I can't wait. Eddie, I need your help. It ain't working.
Go like bend down.
First, I'd like to thank.
He said, Eddie, pull it up like I was working for him or something. And I started to do it too. I was like, yes, Mike. Wait, what am I doing?